Today I picked up something kind of interesting. This is a prototyping board. It was made February 5th, 2001. Basically, this is for prototyping a chip and stuff like that. So you have this little like connector thing where there's teeny tiny little fingers that you would place like a microchip on top of it. Like some machine would come in and place a microchip on top of it for testing. And these pins are super strong, like gold plated or whatever. And I think it's even double rowed pins. So there's a row of pins, and then there's another row of pins like this, and they can't touch because they're data lines. And so those are all going on these gold wires down to here, and that can be plugged into a machine to probe microchips and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. I couldn't pass it up. Look how thick that thing is. Some of the thickest circuit boards I have ever seen. I can't remember if I brought it here a while back or not, but one of my coworkers found one from Atari from I think 1983 or so. I figure it's probably from their arcade division, but still, it was basically this, but with a big Atari logo on the top. It was pretty cool. Well, that would be some cool wall art. And to shift gears, I think I want to talk about something that I've recently been thinking about. If everybody keeps calling you he, him, and even if you change to where you don't look like you would be a he, him, will they ever change calling you that? I'm thinking not. Because, for instance, like today, I talked to a coworker, and they were like, about my transition. The topic just kind of went on to that, and they were like, "Oh wow, I thought you were a girl at first, but everyone said he, him, so I thought, okay, I'll just go along." So now it's like, oh well, I guess that's interesting because I was expecting that it just kind of like it would become a ratio, and then everybody would kind of switch over if my transition looks successful, and I think. At the very least, I'm in the middle. But oddly enough, it seems like everybody's still, at least at work, where there's already, everybody is like in the habit of referring to me as he, him. So whenever somebody new comes in, they hear somebody else refer to me, and so they copy them. And so it's just like a thing that stays. I don't want to I'm not going to be the person that'll be like, oh, call me whatever, because I don't feel like I'm far enough in transition. I don't know, I feel weird for saying I am this. I don't know. I feel less weird for saying I'm not that, though. I don't know. But yeah, I would feel really bad for asserting oh, I am this, or whatever, and it's like, well, maybe in my opinion I am, but in their opinion, maybe not. Maybe I never will be. So, fucking hell. People are so fucking loud here with their doors. Anyway. So, I'm about to murder someone, just quit slamming the fucking doors. Anyway. So, yeah, it's like, well, I wonder if it maybe is just one of those things that it will not change on its own, even if you change a lot. Kind of thinking about that. I also been thinking about what do I want to do about that? It's only been 10 months, or 11 months. So I'm not even a few years into my transition. Maybe it's one of those things where it takes a long time to see. See, that's the thing. I don't want to say anything now because I don't know how long it would take. For instance, if I am transitioned for 10 years and people still do that, that'd be very interesting because I think this is a very interesting social experiment almost. Will that carry on even if it's not even the same coworkers that are there? You know what I mean? It's it's a meme, a mimetic, I guess mimetic. Because there's genes, which are the genetic, and then memes, which are the mental, or the ideas. And so basically it's a meme that just stays at that location. Or at least within that group. And that group it can change. Different people can come in and people can go, but that group is still the same group. I don't know. It's interesting to think about. We as humans seem to be very reluctant to redefine things if we... Well, we seem to be very reluctant to redefine things. Especially, I wonder if some people there are actually maybe a little bit confused. Like, okay, well, everybody else is saying this way, so we'll just say it this way. Or not, well, everyone else is saying it this way, so I'll just say it this way too. And so that reinforces that? I don't know. I mean, I don't really care I don't care that much, but I do like it whenever, I do like it whenever people call me, or refer to me by she and her. And I have a very hard time sometimes not getting, like, really kind of insulted whenever people call me, like, sir. Like, there's this one person that they really go out of their way to say, have a nice day, sir. It's like, you want... You know, it's like to the point where I think they're fucking with me. I'll fuck with them in some ways. Like, I'll probably, like, I don't know. I can, like, E6000 their shoes to the floor. That'd be pretty funny. Dude, tear up their shoes, too. But anyway, but yeah, it's like, I don't know. I have a hard time not taking that as an insult sometimes. Whereas if it's from the same people that I know, and I know they already call me that, or at least I know that it's carried over, just like it's a legacy information, I'm kind of more like, whatever. I don't know. And then I feel kind of bad for even caring, because it's like, it doesn't really matter. It's just a word. I also don't want to say anything, though, just not to get anybody angry, because I do get some crazy people leaving some crazy comments on YouTube. And I know that in real life it would probably be like, I would say like 5%, like 1/20th of the actual, like, same presentation of it. Because, like, for instance, on YouTube somebody will say like, oh, I want to beat you with a fucking bat until you die. Well, whereas in real life, like, I'd say 1/20th of the people would say that. About that. So it is less, like, violent in real life when you're in person. So maybe I don't have to worry about that much. But I just feel I don't want to make people upset or angry at me if I, like, ask them to refer to me in a different way. And I also don't want to be like those kind of whiny cunts on the internet that are, like, just really bitchy and like, oh, you gotta call me Z or whatever instead of he or she. You know, they kind of, like, make up their own names, their own, like, pronouns or whatever. I just, like, I don't want to be like that. But oh well. So yeah, it's interesting. It's not something that's, like, really, like, an urgent issue or anything. It's just something that it's like, I think about it, like, because I still don't feel like maybe I still don't feel like I've progressed enough in my transition, and I doubt I ever will, to, like, say, oh, you can't call me by male pronouns or whatever. I don't feel like that would really, like, happen. Because, I don't know. Well, that's pretty much it. If I keep talking, I'm just going to be saying the same shit. Because it's not like I have any fuller ideas in my head. I'm just trying to explain... all I can do right now is explain ideas that I already have in my head. I can't really think of new ideas more quickly. Especially when I'm, like, in presentation mode. But oh well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. See ya!